had the biggest impact on your life as a creator during the last 12 months? Which YouTube channels gave you the biggest inspiration? I'm Samuel Daram, and this is a brand new tag video. I created this video because I looked around and there wasn't anything closer to the questions that I wanted answered. During the last 12 months, I've been getting more into YouTube, and I've been really inspired by so many amazing channels. Although I'm a booktuber and an authortuber, I got inspiration from other niches, especially in tech, gaming, inspirational channels. So I created 10 questions. And out of those 10 questions, you have to pick one YouTuber. And the 11th question is to pick an overall YouTuber of the year, right? There are 4 terms, and I hope you follow it. Firstly, you must pick just one answer, just one YouTuber or one YouTube channel. You can't have, I can't pick one. I got 3 for the question number 3. Well, the thing is, you see, you got to be decisive. And when I was younger, my sister used to like 2 bands equally, the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. And I used to have so much fun trying to challenge her and I said, you got to come up with just one band. You can't like or love both equally. So I used to really hassle her to come up with one. So that's what I'm going to do to you. And you should do this to yourself. Try and pick one YouTuber for each of those questions. By the way, my sister ended up picking Backstreet Boys instead of NSYNC, but don't judge her. The second term is that let's say you belong to the BookTube community, you don't have to pick people from the BookTube community. You can go into other niches and pick great YouTubers, right? So don't restrict yourself to just one niche. The third term is that I'm creating this brand new video. It's fun. So if you're going to do your video, please give me the credit as the originator. And the fourth term is that make sure you have fun. My vision for this tag video is to show inspiration, because I am doing this because I got inspiration from so many other YouTubers, and I'm giving something back. And I hope you do the same and spread inspiration, joy all around YouTube as a whole. Question number 1 is, who is your best low budget, high value content producer on YouTube? For me, it has to be Steve Donahue. He's within my niche of BookTube. And what Steve does is that every single day, he would release at least 2 videos. But the remarkable thing is he doesn't use any expensive cameras. He doesn't use expensive editing software or lighting. All he does is use his iPad or his iPhone and just gets on with the job of making great quality content. Now, his professional job is that of a book reviewer. Now, you might know from some of my other videos, I don't really like professional reviewers, but I do like Steve because he's exceptional, and his reviews are high quality, and he lives and breathes books, literature, arts, culture. And I really appreciate that. But the real thrust of what I'm trying to say from this question is to do with a high level of value and on a really low budget. And Steve does that day in, day out. And another thing about Steve is that he would champion other YouTubers, especially the small YouTubers. When I first came on BookTube, he was one of the first to subscribe to my channel, and he would always reply to comments. So in terms of high value, Steve Donahue is the one. Question number 2 is, who is the best commenter of your content on your channel? For me, it has to be Rashmika, a booktuber at Rashmika Likes Books. She is amazing. Every time I put a video, she is the one who would not only watch all of the video, but more importantly, she would give detailed and thoughtful comments. And I would say that those comments are essayistic, and I love reading them. And sometimes it's so hard to respond because she raises so many amazing points. And in many ways, Rashmika is every YouTuber's dream, because she does everything that we want from our ideal viewer, which is that she watches everything and she comes up with detailed comments and even suggestions. So for me, the best commenter of the year is Rashmika. at Rashmika Likes Books. Question number 3 is, whose videos makes you smile with every new upload? In other words, who is the day maker for you? For me, it is K-Time TV. K-Time TV is a British comedy channel. It's led by Marvin, and what he does is that he will go into the streets and cities of England and he will just interview people, strangers, and he will ask questions like, if you cheat on somebody, how would you know? Or who is the best kisser in the world? Questions like that. And he's funny, and he gets a lot of comedic responses from members of the public, and every single video, they make me laugh. And I think we do need a lot of laughter, and his type of videos are difficult to do because I tried to do that earlier in the summer, and they are challenging. So I really appreciate that. So for me, the person who gives me a lot of laughter and joy and who makes my day is Marvin at K-Time TV. Question number 4 is, who is your most generous YouTuber of the year? For me, it has to be Paul Rees. He's a booktuber, and what Paul does is this really generous and kind thing, is that every week he will do a wrap up of his whole niche, everything that's been going on within that community. He would also give shout outs for other YouTubers, especially baby YouTubers, who have just under 1,000 subscribers, and he uses so much of his own precious time to do that, and there aren't many people in other niches doing that. I really appreciate that, and many others within BookTube and AuthorTube really love Paul for that. He is truly generous and kind. Thank you, Paul. You are my most generous YouTuber of the year. Thank you. The next question is, which YouTuber taught you the most about the process of YouTubing? For me, it has to be Peter McKinnon. Peter McKinnon is from the world of photography and cinematography. He has a great channel which has tutorials to do with cameras and editing and lighting. When I first started to upload videos this year in May, his channel was the most inspiring and instructional, and I find it really useful. His videos offer great value, and I always, every single day, I watch and learn so much from him. I'm right at the bottom of this mountain called video creation, and every day I'm trying to improve in some way, and Peter McKinnon is that great summit that I look up to. So Peter McKinnon for me is the most useful YouTuber when it comes to learning about the craft and art of YouTubing. Thank you, Peter. Question number 6 is, which YouTuber inspired you the most? I have to pick Evan Carmichael. Evan does videos all to do with inspiring other entrepreneurs, and he publishes at least 4 videos per day. 4 videos. And he has over 1 million subscribers, and I've been following his channel for over 2 years. And the amazing thing is that every single day there's a great series he runs called 10 Rules of Success, and he's got videos about Stephen King, George R.R. Martin, Steven Spielberg, and many others, and they are really inspiring. It's when you're feeling doubtful or negative, if you just watch one of his YouTube videos, that's it. It perks you up. And so for me, he's the one that I can't live without when it comes to inspiration. So thank you, Evan, for being my most inspiring and inspirational YouTuber of the year. Question number 7. Which YouTuber do you consider to be a great ambassador for his or her niche? I have to pick Marques Brownlee. He's a tech YouTuber. He started when he was just a child reviewing laptops. But in 2014, a vice president of Google said he's the best reviewer of technology products on the planet. And now in 2018, he has had an amazing phase of 12 months where his influence has gone over to so many other fields like science and engineering. That's the important thing about this question. There are YouTubers who can really shine within their own niches, but it's difficult for them to cross over. But Marques Brownlee has done that, and he has over 7.5 million subscribers. He has over 1 billion views. This is all signifiers of somebody who's grown so quickly as an influencer. And more importantly, what inspires me is that he's from a demographic group that is still underrepresented in the world, in any industry or field. And it's really inspiring to see how he has built an audience for his type of reviews. And I think he's somebody who's worth looking up to and learning. And he's made a big difference to me in terms of just watching him, the way he behaves, the way his style of video creation. He has humbly said a few months ago that he's still just beginning to learn video making. So if he can say something like that, imagine the steps that we have to take as video creators. So Marques Brownlee is the great ambassador of YouTube. Question number 8 is, which YouTuber outside your niche consistently attracted your attention? It has to be PewDiePie. He has had a challenging year by his standards. But the amazing thing is, even though I'm not a gamer, I had to watch him every day. And for many years, for over 5 years, he was the Goliath of YouTube. He was a giant, a great icon. But then this year, an Indian channel called T-Series came along and gave him strong competition. So right now, even as I speak, PewDiePie or Felix has over 75 million subscribers, but T-Series is getting closer and closer. And the amazing thing is, I love the idea of a boy in Sweden, in his bedroom, creating something, and then now he's become a huge phenomenon. But then you have this huge multi-billion-dollar company with a YouTube channel trying to outdo PewDiePie. So I went to support PewDiePie in a small way, just like millions of others, and I was completely inspired by that. And more importantly, he's also producing great quality content, really inventive videos. I don't know how Article 13 will affect him in the new year. I don't know how Article 13 will affect me or you. I mean, there are a lot of uncertainties about that. But the main thing is, in the last 12 months, PewDiePie set the standards for so many things. How do you face adversity? How do you face challenges? He rose above all those obstacles, and he's really worth studying. He entertained me. So to me, he's the one who, although he's completely outside his niche, I had to watch him every day. He was making news. So Felix, PewDiePie, he was the man. Question number 9, which YouTuber from an underrepresented demographic dazzled you with his or her content to prove that with genuine talent, you can shine through the darkness? Now, lack of diversity is a problem in some niches, or maybe many niches. But in BookTube, this year, it became a huge problem. But then around July, this BookTuber called Cindy Pam from a channel called Read with Cindy came along, and she just completely changed the game. And Cindy is funny, sassy, smart, ironic, and her videos are fast-paced and inventive, highly creative. And she drew me in. Her videos are really compelling. And I just love what she's doing. Regardless of her demographic group, she's just amazing. But when you consider that she is coming from a group that's not usually that you regard as the one dominant on YouTube, it is really refreshing. She inspires me, and I'm sure she inspires you. So Cindy from Read with Cindy, thanks for the inspiration, and thanks for being an amazing person, amazing light at a time when there were times when BookTube seemed dark, but you made it light. Thanks for that. Question number 10, which one of your favorite YouTubers that you predict will be getting bigger and better and more influential in the next year? I have to predict it will be Cindy Pham of Read with Cindy, because for all the reasons I already given before, she's brilliant at marketing on top of all the other good qualities she already has. And I'm looking forward to seeing what she can do, because within the space of just 5 months, from July to December 2018, she has gained 14,000 followers, which is a huge achievement. So Cindy, I'm really looking forward to what you'll be doing in the next 12 months and to the next 10 years. It is an exciting time with Cindy producing videos for BookTube. And now question number 11. In terms of providing maximum value to his or her subscribers, who is your overall favorite YouTuber of the year? I have to pick Felix or PewDiePie. As I said before, he has had an amazing year, fought against so much adversity. He had a lot of fun with it. he's a good example of somebody who's not really doing it for the money anymore. It really is for the love of the process. I think for all of us, that's what we have to remember. I learned a lot from him, because it's about, as long as you enjoy the process of creating something, there will always be an audience. And even if there isn't much of an audience, you will grow. And that's one of the things I learned from PewDiePie. And he really is my favorite YouTuber of the year. And I'm not even a gamer. And now it's over to you. In a few seconds time, I'm going to tag a lot of people. But most importantly, every single YouTuber that I mentioned in this video has been tagged, including you, PewDiePie. PewDiePie probably won't do a video like this, but the main thing is I hope everyone else I tag, I hope you can get to do this and have fun with it. It's also a good chance to reflect on the year in YouTube. It has been a challenging year because near the end we have had this issue with Article 13, and in 2019 we're going to see the ramifications of that. What's going to happen? It will affect all of us, especially booktubers and anyone who's working in gaming or cinema, film, TV. Any of their channels that deals with content that needs to be borrowed from other places will be affected. So it's a shame that not all of us are looking into it. I made a video about Article 13. It will be at the end of this video. I hope you get to watch it. In the meantime, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'm all about helping other novelists, screenwriters, and playwrights. I've already won a few awards and scholarships. The goal is, as I'm growing and learning more about those three industries, I'll be sharing my lessons with you. So that's one of my visions. And in the meantime, have fun with this tag. Enjoy the process.